Hi, welcome to our training on our life-work balance. So today we're going to go through exactly how we can create a more balanced lifestyle, making sure we're covering all the bases in terms of, um, I guess, making things a little bit more balanced in terms of how we're living our life. Because a lot of people at the moment are just spending so much time working as slaves to their work, spending all hours under the sun without the other balance in their life that can make it for a more fulfilling, happier, and obviously healthier lifestyle. So we're going to jump straight into this. It's very simple. I'm going to keep this short as I usually do with my training, so that you're not just clicking through it and losing interest and stuff like that. So let's make it nice and quick, and we'll get this over and done and give you some nice bit of content here. Okay, so life work balance. Let's try and split it into four bits. Okay, so let's split into work category, health, family, and self-development. Okay, now what are we going to do here? So obviously, probably at the moment, work is probably one of the dominant ones, and that's okay. But let's try and see if we can add in other bits to help us give us more balance. Okay, so in terms of work, how can we progress in work? Is there something that we're working towards? Is there a way we can move jobs for a better salary with more of a balance, or a less salary with more of a balance, depending on what you're looking for? Is there somewhere closer we can get to work in terms of commute? Is there some way we can negotiate a way that we can work from home a little bit more, especially after the pandemic? And is there something we want to work towards in terms of making our balance better, or are we just head down and getting stuck in with no means to an end and no sort of plan of action of how we can sort of exit it to a place we want to be in terms of the future, in terms of investments? Have we looked at how in 5 years, 10 years, 15, 20 years we're going to retire, and how we can work towards a goal? And do we have a year or two where we have to knuckle down and make sure we're working hard, and then we have a sort of an exit strategy to help us sort of taper down and give us that more sort of balance that we are looking for, that leads to a more stressful, happier, and more fulfilled lifestyle. Second is your health. Okay, and I should really put this number one, because health really is the most important thing, and I am biased obviously, but if you have health, don't have health, you've no work, you've no family, and you've no self development. So you literally have nothing. You can't do anything, you can't go anywhere, you can't be with people if you don't have your health. You're sick, you could be in hospital, or even the worst, i.e., pass away because you're not healthy. Okay, so doesn't nothing else matters. Okay, health should be your dominant focus in terms of making sure you're the happiest, the healthiest. You're there for your family. You're in the best place for you, and that for if you're in the best place for you, you're in the best place for everybody else. So the happier you are, the healthier you are. Who do you think is going to benefit? It's not just you; it's everybody around you. Okay, because everybody who loves you should want you to be the best version of you as well. And if they're not, and they're stopping you and putting roadblocks in your way, well, maybe you should rethink about, you know, what your priority is and who you're surrounding yourself with. So health, and that could be, am I getting to the gym? Am I going for a walk? Am I doing my breath work? Am I eating, feeding, nourishing myself with good, healthy food? Am I sort of doing things to combat stress? Am I getting some cold therapy or some warm therapy, or things like that that are really going to help benefit you long term and help you live a happier, healthier life. So we need to invest time and money and application into your health. So, as I said, that could be as simple as going to a gym, getting a trainer, investing in food better, learning how to cook better. But generally, mental and physical health will be combined. So, if you're physically healthier and fitter, I think your mental health is going to improve massively. That's for sure. So, I would definitely 100% know there's a correlation between getting fitter and being mentally healthier too. So number three is family. So what time are we sort of sculpting out for our family to spend family time? So do we have a date night with our partner? Are we walking the kids to school or collecting the kids from school one day a week? Are we having that time that we can spend one on one with your kids, or one on one with your partner, and spending time with each child individually, or your partner on your own, because that time is crucial to connect and bond. And you can lose that connection quite easily if you're like a ship in the night and you're working all hours under the sun and you're not getting that one-on-one time. So really important that you're spending time with your family, whether that's getting a babysitter, some sort of childcare, whether you can delegate or whatever it may be. It's really important that you do that. And number four is your self-development. Okay, so we always as humans need to feel like we're progressing in life, and if we're still staying stale and we're not, learning, we're not passionate about what we're doing and we can't see ourselves moving forward, it sort of can get to us and we can get into a slump and we get into a rut, and it can be quite detrimental to our overall efficiency, progression, obviously, and how we're actually able to do our work and move forward in the best way possible. So, in terms of self-development, is there a course you could do? Is there a hobby you could take up? Is there something that you'd like to learn in terms of a language? Something that might have come up from the past that you're thinking, yeah, I'd love to learn Spanish. That's what I'm doing, learning Spanish for the last year because I just want to learn it, and I'm doing all right. Reading books, getting yourself a Kindle, listening to a podcast, educating yourself in a field that you'd like to get to. And this can link in quite well with your work because you could learn a new skill and start doing a side hustle to get yourself with an exit strategy out of that work situation that you find yourself in. So I hope that helps. So remember, work, health, family, self-development. I put health at the top of that list, family second, work, and then self-development. So make sure you're covering all those bases and make sure that we put time onto each of those equally as much as we can.